One of my favorite things to read is poetry. Poets, the classic ones and the contemporary ones, just have a way of clearing confusion in life and making the world seem like an even more beautiful place. My favorite classic poets are Rilke, Edna St. Vincent Millay, and W.H. Auden. But I just discovered a contemporary poet, Mary Oliver. Oliver is not a new poet, but has been writing poetry since she was 14 and got her first book of poetry published in 1963 when she was 28. She has since written more than 30 collections of poetry, and her fifth collection, called American Primitive, won the Pulitzer Prize for Poetry in 1984. I just finished her Blue Horses collection and loved all of it. Oliver brings magic to the natural world in this collection, which includes poems about watching birds from her window, seeing a painting for the first time, and taking a hike. It's a great book. Highly recommended. This week, my husband and I watched a series from Jeff Walker about launching products. Walker is known as a sort of product launch guru. Whenever he launches a new product, he sells millions of them. So we decided to watch some of his free videos to see what sorts of marketing tips we could learn from them. I tried out some of his tips in the weeks leading up to my poetry collection release. We don't have any official numbers yet, but I'll share statistics when I can. In the meantime, if you have a product to sell and want to know some things you can do to launch well, check out Jeff Walker and his product launch formula. He's just a really neat, relatable guy. He has a great story. So on our kidless weekend that celebrated our 12th anniversary, we ate gourmet cupcakes, had a dinner out where we could eat our food before it got cold, and finished conversations without kids interrupting us. We tried not to talk about business, even though we work together and are mostly partners in every aspect of our lives. We talked mostly about our beginnings, like the time that he invited me to eat at IHOP, and I went hoping he wasn't going to tell me he was in love with me because I didn't really like him yet. And I decided not to eat any food at the restaurant because, one, I didn't want him to pay for it and get the wrong idea that this was a date, and two, I didn't really have the money. And then the waitress came with the check, and Ben gave her his card, and she brought it back to say that it was declined. It turns out he didn't have enough money in his bank account, so I ended up paying for his meal, even though I hadn't eaten anything. We've come a long way since then. Now he mostly pays, except when he can't find his wallet. This week, I smashed another record and hit all the way up into the 50,000 word range with my weekly word count. I also started recording my edited words to try to gauge how much I'm actually getting done in the week, because edited words are just as important as written words. I'm editing several projects right now, including a book of essays and the first episode of my Family on Purpose project, which spans the year my family spent learning more about our family values, and is written in sort of a diary-like fashion. More details on that project will be coming soon. I also just released my first poetry book, This Is How You Know, and have been pleased with the numbers and feedback I've been getting. You guys and your support are the best, and I just want you to know that you are so very important to an author's career. I get to do what I do because of you, and I'm so very grateful for that. I have this one character in my literary novel, All That Came After, who is just a little bit angry. He's a 15-year-old boy who hates his dad because his dad was never really around for him. He tried to hang himself and has been in and out of mental hospitals, and now he's just trying to find his way in a painful world of other people's making. So when I'm writing from his perspective, I often find that listening to Fall Out Boy helps. Not because their music is angry or disturbed, but because I imagine their music being something he might listen to when he's in his dark moods. I vary up my Pandora playlists because music helps set the mood of writing. And when I need fast and furious songs that will set a mood of anger or action or even, say, a little bit of insanity, I need Fall Out Boy. Some of my favorite Fall Out Boy songs that play on this station include Uma Thurman, My Songs Know What You Did in the Dark, and Centuries. I tell you what, Fall Out Boy has been killing it lately. If you want to know more, as always, sign up for my email list, where you'll also get exclusive access to The Midnight Hour, my romance thriller that's only available to email subscribers. I'm also very interested in any questions that you might have about how I write, or where I work, or what I do with my kids while I'm working or when I'm not working. You can leave those questions in the comments. And for more on my shelf, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.